Hello, welcome back. Now in our previous session we had created the mole and we created the mole table, then we created a gaming arcade and then a pinball machine. These are all the properties that we require to build the gaming arcade, and finally to assemble all these things we are now going to build the complete arcade room. So remember, now when we are using Blender, always try to use keyboard shortcuts, because the speed at which you do the modeling is very important. It is not just your talent in modeling, but the speed is also equally important. Hence, to speed up your modeling job, always whenever we are doing anything, you see what is the keyboard shortcut and try to use keyboard shortcut more. So a good modeler is a person who uses minimal mouse. Okay, so with this said, now let us jump back to Blender. Now coming back to Blender, see, press A on your keyboard. When I press A on the keyboard, it selects everything. Press X on the keyboard and you get a menu here. Click delete. Everything is deleted. Now press Shift plus A, and Shift plus A activates add menu, and in mesh add a plane. Now we have a plane and we want this plane to be scaled. So when it is scaling, come to the snapping option over here and see that absolute grid snap is switched on here. So let us switch it on, and then to activate snap here, the keyboard shortcut is Shift plus tab. Then press yes. Yes is keyboard shortcut for scaling, and then you can just move it like this, and you can, as you are moving, press Shift plus tab, and when you press Shift plus tab you can see it is snapping. Okay, to scale it exactly by a level of around 8, type 8 and press enter. So these keyboard shortcuts make your job very easy. So we have a 8 unit scaled, that is a plane here. Now our next job is to build the 4 walls. So now with this plane selected, press tab, and when you press tab you enter into edit mode, and in edit mode press number 2 on your keyboard, and when you press number 2 on your keyboard, then it comes into the edit ledge mode. Okay, and then now if you press A, everything will be selected. A, select everything. See, A, select everything. Alt A is deselect everything. So remember this keyboard shortcuts well. Now press let us select these edges, and whenever you are modeling, come over here and you see the vertex counts. As of now you can see this is made up of just 4 vertices. Okay, so we have just 4 vertices in the scene. Now keep an eye on this always. So now come back here and in edge mode with select this edge, and with shift press select this edge, select this edge, and select this edge. If I select all the 4 edges, and to build the wall, if I press E and if I extrude it, see what happens. This is now going to create a cube. That is, this is now creating a cube. I can create a cube and then I can remove the top face. Okay, this can be done, that is not an issue. Or otherwise what we have to do is now right click and cancel this extrude. When I right click, the extrude is cancelled, but remember only the extrusion level is cancelled. Now if you come to the vertices here, now instead of 4 we have 8 vertices. So what has happened is the extrusion has created additional 4 vertices, and that vertices is sitting exactly over the old vertices. So if you try to extrude and if you cancel it, remember it creates additional vertices points, and these vertices points eats your memory and complicates your model. So that's why, to avoid that extrusion, what you have to do is go to edit it, undo it, and only when you undo it you can now see vertex 4 of 4 is selected. The extrusion is cancelled. Now let us, what we shall do is press Alt A to deselect everything, and with edge mode selected, now click and select only one edge here. Press E and press Z to scale it, and press 5. So from around 5 and press enter. So from 5 units we extruded one side, and after extruding one side, then again press that is with edge mode selected, select one, with shift press select the second edge, with shift press select the third edge, and with all the 3 edges selected, now press E and Z and type 5. So we have the extrusion done. Now click and apply the extrusion. Okay. However, now what has happened is, with this extrusion selected, now press G, and if you move it, you can see the walls are not connected. Okay, it is not connected. So let us right click and cancel it. Now to actually avoid this misjoint over here, press A to select everything, and with everything selected, now right click here and you will have an option to remove doubles. So actually with 2.8, this remove doubles is not available anymore. So what we have to do is, we have to go to mesh, and in mesh we have an option here, merge. So, and you can see how this works. Come here and see the number of vertices. I have 10 vertices and 14 edges, you can see here. Now what I will do is, I will go to mesh and going to mesh, merge, and choose by distance, and when I click by distance, now you can see the number of vertices and edges have decreased. That is, it has removed 4 additional vertices that were at the edges. So now if you can see here, now all the 4 walls are now connected to each other with the removal of additional vertices at the end. So just to test this, with edge mode selected, select one edge here, with shift press select another edge, press G and move it. Now you can see all the edges are connected together. Okay, right click and cancel this. Okay, now if I just zoom on this table and if I rotate and see this, so now what has, I'll just zoom it in, and this acts as, if I just move it around and see it, this is the room in which we are going to play our game. So you can middle mouse click, pan and see this. Okay, so this will be the room in which we are going to place our arcades. So now we are in edit mode. Just come a little to the top like this. So let us, one second, let us come to this kind of view now, top view. Okay, this is fine. And with this top view now, press Ctrl, press R to add an edge loop. And now roll the mouse once. As you roll the mouse, the number of edge loops are going to increase. So let us increase this by 3 numbers. Roll twice to add 3 numbers. Then press twice. The first press will add the loop, and second press will fix the position of the loop. Now with this now, press Alt A to deselect everything, and with edge mode selected, select only the one edge. Press Alt and click to select this entire edge loop. Okay, with Alt click, the entire linked edges will be selected. Now press Ctrl B and this is going to bevel it. So using this bevel, do a slight bevel so that it adds a small partition here. So let us create a very small partition like this. Okay, so we have beveled and created this partition here. Now next here what we shall do is slightly let us zoom it out a little like this. Okay, one second. Yeah, let us zoom out and see it from the long view here. Okay, this is fine. Now what we shall do is again press Alt A to deselect everything, and again press Ctrl R, and now add a bevel in this direction and roll the mouse once. Ctrl R, roll the mouse, and now add 3 edges and click twice to fix the position. Then press Ctrl B and just drag it a little to add a slight that is bevel like this. Okay, we have added the bevel. Okay, as we model it, let us also add some colors to this. So for this, with this edges selected, okay, with this bevel edges selected as it is, now come to this material. Click here new and first create one material and call it as wall main material. Okay, and we have okay, wall underscore main material. Okay, and let us add some slight grayish tint color for this. Okay, so this is the base color. So if you come to the shading view here, you can see the color. Okay, so slightly grayish. Okay, let it be slightly grayish. And then now with this material selected, plus press here and add a new material and call it as say wall bevel material. Let us call it as wall bevel material and leave it as white and click assign. So now you can see a kind of stripes has been created. Okay, next here in this screen, press 3 on your keyboard. This will shift you to face selection mode, and select the face here with shift press second, third, fourth. So select all the floors here and also the middle bevel here. So select all the floor area here, all these 5 face, that is faces, and now come here, add plus and create a new material and call this material as floor material. And for this floor material, now click on the base color and choose some dark purple color. Okay, so some dark purple tinted floor like this. Okay, so some purple tint like this and click assign. So we have added a almost, let us make this color a little more darker. Okay, so okay, so we have added the color here. Press Alt A to deselect everything. So we have the floor. Okay, if required, let us make it little light, this color. So if we can drag it little to the center, this color will be slightly light like this, and make it a little more darker. Okay, just play with this color to get the required tint. Okay, okay, so adding this color like this. Okay, this color is fine. Okay, so we have added the floor color. Press Alt A to deselect everything, and let us now create a door here. So just zoom here and come to this area. Let us create a door in this area. So now press Ctrl R and add one edge loop here and click twice to apply that edge loop, and then press Ctrl B to just bevel it slightly so that it creates a difference between the two doors. Okay, so let us add a slight bevel here. So after we add the bevel, okay, this is fine. And now next what we are now going to do is we are now going to create the uh, door over here. So to create the door, just zoom in here and now come to press 3 and come to face selection mode and select the faces here, one, this two, and this three. Okay, these three faces and also these three faces. Let us select it, press E and slightly extrude it outside like this. Okay, if required, press shift plus tab and remove that this thing, that is snapping, and slightly move it inside, so that, okay, this is fine. So we have added the required depth. So you can see here this has added the required depth. And later on what we shall now do is let us select the top two faces here. When you press I, this is going to, one second, select these 2 points, press I. Okay, so now you slightly scale it down like this. Okay, so this creates a kind of, okay, so like this. Okay, now let us make this edges smaller. So for this what we shall do is press 2 and come to edge mode. uh, if when you press 2 you are in edge mode. Now select this edge, with shift press select this edge and then press scale, and along the x-axis press X and scale it and move it slightly closer like this, so that, okay. And similarly this edge and this edge, press scale and along the x-axis move it like this, so that somewhat in the middle we have this area, a narrow area. Okay, if required, with shift press select these two edges, grab G and move it slightly down, and similarly select this edge, with shift press select this edge, press G and slightly move it up. And now press 3 to come to face selection mode. Select these two faces now, turn to, okay, so, okay, so let us okay, fine. So turn like this and press E and slightly extrude it inward like this, so it creates a depth like this. Okay, fine. And after this what we shall do is come to edge selection mode and press Ctrl B, and when you press Ctrl B, this is going to add a slight or right click and see, slight bevel. Okay, little bevel like this. So we have added the bevel. Okay, now press tab, come out and see. So we have a somewhat a door like object created over here. Okay, to make it work correctly, let us add some color, different color for this door. So press tab here, select this, press tab, come into the edit mode and press 3 to come into the face selection mode. And now select these faces, with shift press select all the faces of this door including this, and similarly here select all these faces here. Okay, so this is fine. And also, okay, okay, shift and, okay, so let us move close like this. This navigation sometimes it will be an issue. Okay, so let us even select this inner edges here. Okay, so, okay, so this inner edges here, and then with all this edges selected, oh, this is not required, So with shift press it gets click again, except these two faces. Select all the faces. Now come to material here and create a new material and name this as door underscore material and give it a different color. Say for example here we shall use a very dark color. Okay, and let us reduce the specular level also to little less and assign this to the door. Okay, so this door is different color, and now select only the two windows here and click plus and add a new color here and name this as door window material. Okay, and for this door window material let us add some, okay fine, some light blue color like this. Okay, so this color, light blue color, and click assign. Now press tab, come out and see. So we have somewhat a door type structure is ready here. Okay, now here what we shall now do is, I want to create double doors here, that is two doors here and another two doors here. Okay, so to create that, again instead of recreating here, what we shall do is select this object, press tab, and in tab mode now you have this face here. So which one second, we shall move it, this navigation itself is slightly okay, so we shall select this face which we created here. So this was the face created. So what we shall do is press in face selection, press alt, okay, press alt here to select this entire face which is at the center, and with this entire face selected, press X to delete it and click delete faces. And after we have just cut it into two parts, and now select this right edge and press L. So this entire section is selected. Now press X and choose delete faces. So half of our building is deleted. Now press tab and come into the object mode, and now as usual like what we did before, come to the modifier here and in the add modifier click mirror. So when you click mirror, you can see now a mirror has been added, that is a mirror object has been added. You see that you have mirror X, Y and Z. Okay, so you have to mirror it along the X axis. Okay, we are now seeing a small gap here. Okay, so to avoid that gap, click on clipping here, and then with this entire object selected, press tab and come into edit mode. Okay, so now to reduce this gap, now in the, actually we are in edit mode. Now come back to face, that is edge mode. Okay, coming to edge mode, now alt click on the edges over here so that this entire edge range is selected. Then press E, and along the X axis just pull it like this. Okay, just pull it like this. Okay, so now this gap has been filled. Okay, press again tab and come back to the object mode. Okay, this is fine. So we have our arcade ready. Only thing is this is square, we want it to be slightly rectangle. So what you do is press X and along the Y axis slightly scale it down. Okay, let us try to scale it slightly, make it like a box like this. So with this, okay, you can now see our arcade is ready. So we have to now fill this arcade with our gaming items, and then we have to create the roof. These things let us do it in our next session. So now go to file and choose save as, give it the name as arcade_room.blend and save it. Okay, so further let us continue it in our next session.